All right, before we get this video started, I just want to say thank you all to all the views, for all the comments, for all the love. I know you guys been hitting me up, wanting me to touch on the HasLab again, which I have, and of course I will, and talk about this HasCon. I'm going to try to keep the rant fairly short because we got a lot of action figures I want to show you or go over with you. Stuff that I'm kind of excited about, stuff that I kind of feel like I got ripped off on, and just some other stuff that we need to talk about. First off, on this HasLab project, you know I'm not into this. $350 for a shitty car that nobody asked for, not down with it. And then they keep dangling the carrot. This is like the same situation that when you're with your chick and she's either trying to get you to talk you into marrying her, or just some chick that you're dating and she's like, hey, if you want to be my girlfriend. So say you're with your girl and you're trying to stick it in her ass and she's like, yeah, I don't know about that. That's kind of like a marriage thing. You put a ring on it, I'll go ahead and let you get anal. Guys, trust me. If she's not giving you anal before the ring, she's not going to give you anal after the ring. She might do it on your birthday, she might do it on Christmas, maybe anniversary, but it's not going to be on a regular. So watch that. This is the same stunt that the Hasbro team is trying to do with you guys. I think they're at 6,000 backers and it's going down, not up. They missed their first mark, so they're like, hey, we'll retract it. Maybe if it doesn't, I know it didn't fund on the first week, but we'll still throw in the head, but not the figure. And the figure is just like a repaint of Long Shot anyways, which kind of feels like I'm getting burned there anyways. And then they keep trying to dangle the carrot. Bro, Dan, Dwight, Ryan, it's not time to be dangling the fucking carrot. Right now is when you need to be giving us anal. You need to give us a fucking ATM at this point. Don't just go, hey, well, you'll get the devil guy at 12,000 backers. Hey, well, you might get the devil girl at 14,000. Bro, you're not hitting 12,000 backers. You're not hitting 14,000 backers. At this point, you just got to say, hey, fuck it. We fucked up. We got greedy. We made an offering that not a lot of people think is worth $350. If it was something that all of us wanted, like that Deadpool taco truck, I think all of us would have wanted that. And you charge us way too much money for it, we'd be like, fuck it. It's too expensive. We really want it. We'll go ahead and do it. But since you're offering something that not a lot of us give a shit about, which I do want it, but for $350, it's a fucking joke. Put it all out there, guys. Just say, fuck it. Here's the devil man. Here's the devil girl. We'll throw in a couple extra figures. You get the full Robbie. Its price is still $350, but we'll give you everything at 9,000 backers. Then I would get involved. The shit that you're doing, I don't think that you're going to hit 9,000. I think that you might get real close the day before, and when everybody sees that the shit that they want, like Mephisto, never unlocked in the first place, I think half your people are going to back out at the last minute. Don't fuck yourself over. You got to just if you got a good guy sitting at home, just go ahead. Just hook us up, Dan. Hook us up. Just give us the ATM, bro. Give us the anal sex. Don't sit here and fuck with us. That's how I feel about this HasLab project. You guys still think part of us out here, we're starting to wake up to your bullshit. We're starting to realize that your shit isn't worth these crazy prices. And as far as the HasCon went, I actually kind of liked it. And you got a motherfucker named Rectangular in the toy community, which I personally love. I think he's a gangster. I love him. If you don't know who he is, the dude kind of looks like Egghead. I think they're making an action figure of him. This is what Rectangular did to him. Say you've been trying to come up on this chick for a while. You met her in the gym. You met her on Facebook, whatever. You finally get her number. You finally take her out to tacos. Shit's going pretty good. She's making you wait a little bit, like a day or two, on the second date. You bring her home on the second date. The chick's got a good job. She's hot. She takes care of herself. Everything is good. You get her home. You just fuck the shit out of her. She gives you all 3 holes, maybe even sticks your finger in her butt while she's giving you head. Just totally takes care of you. Then you're super stoked and you haven't seen your boys in a while. You go to the track. Your buddies are asking you, what the fuck? What have you been doing, bro? What are you up to? And you go, oh man, I met this chick. She's fucking badass, dude. She does it all. She does anal, ATM. She's cool. She actually pays for dinner sometimes. She is the dream chick. She's the chick of chicks. She doesn't have too many kids, only 1 or 2, doesn't have 5 or 6 of them. And you're like, holy shit, that chick sounds amazing. And then your boys are sitting there going, well, fuck, you got a picture of her? Let's check her out. And you're like, oh, fuck yeah, even got a couple nudies already. You don't want to show those yet. You know, you don't want to slut her out right now. And then you pull your phone out and you're like, yeah, this is her. And then it kind of gets a little silent. And you're like, what? And then you look at your buddy and he's like kind of looking down at the ground. And you're like, fuck. You fucked her, didn't you? He's like, sorry, bro. Yeah, I fucking round her. Now that chick that you think was amazing isn't so amazing. You're going to stick with it just because she gives up anal and everything. That is what Rectangular did to the Hasbro team. He pulled out all of the reveals for the whole fucking year. And then HasCon's coming around and you're like, all right, let's check this shit out. Let's see how good his sources are. He fucking nailed it, dude. He nailed almost everything that they said. The only thing that he didn't get was like a couple like weird repainted bullshit that nobody really cared about anyways. Rectangular. God damn, I think I fuck up the Hasbro team on occasion, but you like hit them deep. Like you cut them deep with that one. Like they got nothing that they can get excited about. You know when you did those reveals, they watched your video and they're just sitting there going, fuck, this dude fucked us up on this one. We can't show them anything amazing for the whole next year. And on the reveals, I actually thought it was good. I liked the showing. I thought the Comic-Con sucked. I thought the reveals for there were just complete dog shit. The ones, even though we knew they were coming, I thought it was pretty cool. But Toy Shiz did a really good wrap-up video of it. I highly recommend you go to his channel, check that out. He basically called them out on everything. They're charging us these new price tags, but they're giving us repainted used shit. Like this is a $20 action figure that they're now charging $25 for. Like you're giving us new prices with old shit, and that's what sucks. If you're gonna charge us these new prices, give us cool accessories that actually match the power set of the figure, like you did with the Havoc. I just think it's kind of whacked. We're going to go ahead and take a look at this shit. We're going to do some comparisons. Let's check this shit out. All right, we're going to check all this shit out. We're going to start down here with Null. I did return that other one that I got bamboozled on. It's cool. I'm not mad at it. It's totally cool. I sent it back. They sent out another one, so now I do have a good one. This Null action figure I actually really like. You got to figure this 2-pack was $80, so this thing is like $40 just by himself. On the wings on this, like Sharp pointed out in his video, these are the wings that are supposed to go on Null. Venom has like completely different wings, so I went ahead and drilled a hole just like what he did on his video. I don't recommend you do this mod at all. On this figure, he's just a hollow shell, and so when you drill the holes in the back and you plug these things in, the wings just fall down. Like you can't get them in there tight because there's no place for them to lock in. They just sit in there. So I crazy glued them on, which is not the best idea, but it's kind of all I could do with the situation that I left for myself. And then the wings on these things, they're like the shittiest, softest, saggiest material ever. Like they've did other characters with wings before and they held up, but this one, so when you put the wings in the back of this figure, and now because I can no longer pose it like up and down because it's crazy glued in there. Of course, I could probably like wiggle it and break the crazy glue loose or whatever. But that's what it's supposed to look like. But then the wings sag down. So the mod really doesn't work on something like this. I do like the action figure a lot. He's like an original sculpt. A character that we've always wanted. I thought it was cool. Comes with a cool accessory. The figure itself is pretty cool. It also has an extra head. Normally I'd go with like the grinning face like this, but I don't know, it just didn't really work. I kind of thought that the calm face was a little bit better on this figure. And when you saw these wings, like, you know that they're never going to make something once. So as soon as you saw these wings, you're like, all right, where are they going to reuse these wings? Like, hopefully they don't. If they do, hopefully they're actually like a good plastic. Let me go ahead and show you the wings of get him out of the way. This is a character that they did just a couple years back. This Sauron figure. The material that they used on these is really good and sturdy, and it holds up. They don't sag. Something like that would have been great for them to do. I don't know why they mixed it up. Maybe it was cheaper to use the other plastics, and now the wings are sagging, and it kind of looks like shit. And it's like, where else can they reuse the wings? maybe Dragon Man. Let me get him back up here in the back. So you can kind of see the resemblance of the wing for Dragon Man. Like, so maybe they'll do something like that. Or, you know they're going to redo this guy at some point. And the wings would also work on this. Like, are those the same wings? Hold on. No, these two are different. Totally different wings. I was thinking maybe they didn't reuse a whole lot of shit back in the day. You know they're going to redo him soon, which I still love this figure. He still holds up. I'm thinking so they can reuse these wings. They might use them for Dragon Man, and I'm pretty sure it's Annihilus. If I get the name wrong, I'm sure Shannon's going to correct me in the comments. Anyways, I'm thinking they're going to use these wings for both Dragon Man and Annihilus. Like, they love reusing their shit. Everybody's wanting an update on him. That's because he's like $160 on eBay. This one still holds up. They're gonna have a hard time beating this figure. When they do redo these bigger characters, they've been doing pretty good. They did good with MODOK. I think they killed it with Mojo. So if they do redo him and Dragon Man, they might actually do a really good job. They're gonna cost you a shit ton of money, but that's just how this shit's going these days. Then it also comes with this Venom. The Venom was a figure that I didn't really like because I have a lot of good Venoms in my collection. I'm trying to cut back and just get like one good version of each character. Venom is not really a character you can do that with. He does come with two heads. I don't think this head's good at all. It just doesn't look like Venom to me. This one with the tongue out, God, that's just so good. I know they fucked the feet up. If they would have like took the time and like sculpted new feet for this thing, it would be amazing. It still has pins in it. That Null is completely pinless. That's why that figure's so amazing. I'm going to put him in the collection. Then you got these big holes in his back and you don't have the proper wings to display on him. If they made the correct wings for this would have been amazing. This is something that they could have shined on. And I watched Shart's video on this. He pointed out that somebody interviewed him and they had no clue that they had the wrong wings for Venom, and then that Null even had wings. So they fucked up the whole thing. Like, they almost did it. They almost did something really cool, then they fucked it up at the last minute and it just didn't work out. He also comes with an extra set of hands, which I'm not going to use. I don't even know if I'm going to keep that figure in the collection. And then you have Bagman. This is one that I was looking forward to. I think they showed this thing off at San Diego Comic-Con. It was like 2009, 2012. It was a long time ago. He was in the case. I've wanted this figure ever since. I'm a really big fan of Fantastic Four. So when they took Bagman, which is Spider-Man, he couldn't find a costume. They loaned him one. Johnny Storm put a kick me sign on his back, threw a bag over his head. I do wish that it was just a real paper bag and you could take it off. This is cool. I think they did a really good job on the bag. But a real paper bag with the holes in it, man, that would have really been something. Take it off, you got Peter Parker's head underneath. They could even like reuse one that they already had. He also comes with interchangeable hands. I went ahead and put an open hand on it and a fisted hand on it. You can display him in your Spider-Man set. You can display him in your Fantastic Four set. I'm not real sure where I'm going to put it. Probably going to go ahead and put him in my Fantastic Four set. I just think it'd be a really cool addition. I have so many Spider-Mans which I did tone that collection down too, but they killed it, and at the same time they blew it. Like, they got all the pins in there. Once again, if you're going to charge us $25 for a figure, which I ordered it at Target and then I found it in the store like the day after, but my order came first, so after tax and shipping, this thing's like $30. $25, it's like $27 out the door. So we're getting a $20 action figure with the escalated price. That's the shit that sucks, man. I don't mind, well, I do mind the prices, but if you're gonna give us these higher prices, give us something worth it. Like, take the pins out, give us a new mold, and then we don't feel like a complete dipshit when we buy it. And then you have the Toad action figure. When I saw this Toad, I was extremely disappointed because I was hoping for something like the original Toad, but then I have the original Toad, so I wasn't completely disappointed. He also comes with an extra set of hands. Let me get the camera down on here. An extra head. These head sculpts are just phenomenal. Look at how good these things are. Both of them, really good. The tongue one, of course you're going to use the tongue one. He actually sculpted 2 different toads. Like, you think they would be the same one. They're 2 totally different toads. I definitely like that. They got cheap on this. This thing, I ordered it online. It was $41 by the time I got it. I could have got it at my local toy store. I didn't know if they're going to get it or not. I think he's like 35, 38 bucks. Either way, he's like $40 for this thing, which is a complete ripoff considering that you're getting holes in the arms. You're still getting pinholes. You get new legs. I don't see how they are okay with charging this high of a price tag, and then they're still giving us reused shit. He is cool. I was hoping that they would give us a toad that looks like this. You know, for you could display him with like kind of your classic Evil Brothers of Mutant team. But they didn't. They gave you like the newer suit, which is kind of cool if you already have the old suit. If you don't have the old suit and they made this, I'd be really disappointed. I'd be really pissed off. I'd be like, this is what I wanted. This is what I got. This is kind of cool because you can put them in like a newer Evil Brotherhood of Mutants with Sauron, and they're getting a new blob. They're making another blob, which I do have the old original blob. And I want to go ahead and keep that thing. I'm going to have 2 blobs where I'm going to have, you need 2 blobs if you're going to do 2 Evil Brotherhood of Mutants teams. They still have another character that's missing for the new modern team. I'm not real sure what his name is. He's like some crazy guy with like blonde kinky hair. Shannon, help us out with that one, man. Let us know in the comments who he is. And then you have this Fire Lord. I was really looking for this thing. I heard that my local toy shops got it. He was selling out really quick. I only had 1 left at like a Rogue Toy Store downtown. I ran my nerdy ass down there. They had 2. I picked up 1 for me and 1 for my boy Brock. He looks amazing from here. But then when you get him up close and you see how lazy of a repaint is for, once again, the escalated price, I think it was like 25 bucks. That's just too much money for this shit. Like, you put him on a new body, pinless, and you charge me 25 bucks, I wouldn't be sitting here complaining. With none of these lines sculpted, oh shit, mine's fucked up. God, oh fuck. Mine's missing the paint apps in 1 leg. This really, really sucks. Damn, that sucks. That really sucks. I already opened them too. Oh man. Fucking Hasbro. You see the flame on this leg and the no flame on this leg. Man, I got fucked. I really got fucked. That sucks. They got it on both the arms. Fuck you, Hasbro. Jesus Christ, man. And I got it at a specialty toy shop, so I can't like return it. Like, it's not like I got this shit at Target where I could just go swap it out. Man, that fucking sucks. I just noticed that. Let me look at my buddies and see if his is fucked up too. Let me see. Hold on. Let's hang on real quick. I got it right. I think I got it right over here. I'll just keep talking. I think it's close. Let me just check it out real quick. I can't really swap it out on my boy because, oh, his is good. So this is the one I got for Brock. Man, I wish I would have looked at that before I opened it, but you can see inside the package that it's got the flame on both legs and both arms. Now I'm fucked because I can't purposely fuck him over, but God, I would sure love to, but I can't do it. Either way, they got me on that one. That really sucks. I went ahead and got one of those, when I was at San Diego Comic-Con, they offered that real scan thing where you could put your own head on it. And like, I didn't buy one thing at Comic-Con, so I was sitting there with my chick. She's like, oh, let's do it. She did one too. And I was like, I don't know, it kind of seems like a waste of money. She's like, fuck it, I'll pay for it. Let's just do it. It could be fun to do. And then you see this shit, dude. This is $72 by the time you get it on your doorstep. And they want to raise the price. It's 60 bucks. But after you get it, this is what it looks like. I got it with a Mandalorian body. I couldn't get down like that. I went ahead and put it on a Volaverse Action Force body, so the heads are interchangeable. And when you look at it, you're like, yeah, it does kind of look like me, but look, there's no like detail whatsoever. Look at this. Look at the Desert Rat action figure. Look at the lines and the wrinkles and the bags under his eyes, and it actually looks actually looks real. Like, and then you look at this, like, look at the difference between these two. The mustache is just like painted on. It's not sculpted on. I mean, it does kind of look like me, but fuck, dude, with no wrinkles or just no detail on the face, like, just stay away from this one. Learn from my mistakes. Like, I mean, if your girlfriend's buying it for you, then fuck it, who cares? But don't spend $60, $72 after it's $80. This thing's going to be almost $100 by the time it hits your doorstep. Biggest waste of money ever. If it looked like this, absolutely. God damn, that looks good. It looks just like the motherfucker too. Like, that looks really good. And then this, I mean, that right there, it does kind of look like me, but I mean, it looks like me when I was like 14, but with the mustache. Like, they dropped the ball on it. That thing definitely kind of sucks. And then you have the Morph action figure. He comes with extra hands. They went ahead and put him on this body, and I thought that was way too buff and too big. I guess it would work if you use like the normal head on here, the one where he's not like a drug addict. I went ahead and went with like the heroin addicted Morph, which that's Morph to me. That's the one you want. This is like the VHS tape, has the cell shading on it, which I absolutely hate. I want to take that paint off. Let me know in the comments if you guys have taken it off. What did you use? Like, I heard nail polish remover. I don't want to fuck the figure up. I got this at the Disney store online. $37 by the time it hit my shelf. Like, that's just insane. And then I was thinking it was just going to be a repaint of this, which it's not. You can see that this one's pinless. This one's not. I like how this one's skinnier. I think I would have preferred Morph on this body more than this body, even it being pinless, just because I think that he should be skinnier, shouldn't be buffer than Cyclops. It's the same exact jacket. We all knew that that was going to come. I'm just glad that I can finally put a Morph in my collection. It just sucks for the cell shading. Hopefully it will come off. I don't know. I haven't tried yet. And then you have the star of the show. I went ahead and picked him up. I did order like that 4-pack thing. After like checkout, that thing is like $150, which is insane. I don't have the Toy Biz one. I sold that one. I do have the Toy Biz one, but I don't have the Build-A-Figure one. I actually sold my old one on Mercari for $45, not this one, the other one that's missing. And then I bought this thing. I think it's like mismarked at Target or something. I wasn't going to get it. It's $42. $42 for that is a steal. It's an absolute steal, considering this thing was like, all right, so $45 after tax, $41 by the time I got it on my doorstep. You see the difference here? I just dropped his toad. But huge difference. He also comes with 2 different heads, which both of these are amazing. He also comes with an extra set of hands, which is amazing. On the old one, like the 5-inch one, it actually has like paint detail on the top of the head here, which I think was cool. That's about it for the paint detail. He looks just like him, man. Like, look at all the good sculpted in work, like on the fat and everything. He's a cool little toy. I am going to get rid of all my 5-inch stuff just because it just takes up too much space. And then you have this thing. Man, this thing is truly amazing. On the body, it is squishy, which I think is kind of cool. Like, I kind of like that. You can actually like squish his belly. You can't do it everywhere, but like he definitely has spots where he doesn't have braces or like support, like right here and here you can't. I do wish that he had the more liver spots. I don't know if the one that I canceled the order on is gonna have the liver spots, or if that was just like a sample of what they want it to supposedly try to look like. I went ahead and picked him up. I canceled my order the second they showed that long shot, because I sold my old Toy Biz long shot for like $9. And then they go, hey, look, we screwed up the long shot that comes in the 4-pack. But now you can buy them single carded, and you can get Mojo in a single box. And it was like, you got to be kidding me. Like, who the fuck is hanging on? Like, who wants to get the other one and this one? And he does have paint. Like, you see the shading on him? Like, I could always have my boy Brock touch him up, put some liver spots on him. I like how he has the little claw marks on him, like the little dimples in his fat. Like, they did a really good job on this, man. For $41? Fuck, this thing. I mean, this thing is going to be on everybody's top 10 list. Like, look at him. Completely pinless, great articulation, has little clear bases on it. The legs can actually support him if you like turn them the right way. It'll sag out. Like, I don't recommend it. Tons of articulation on the legs. The little grabber hands have articulation. God, they killed it. Home run. It's crazy. Like, this company, like, don't get me wrong. I hate Marvel Legends. I love Marvel. But they had an absolute home run on this thing. $42. Look at this. Got the little coils that plug in his arms. When you open it, you got a bunch of packages. Make sure that you don't throw nothing away until you get him completely together, because these coils come in its own little special package and you don't want to fuck that up and throw it away. I guess that's kind of articulated. You can kind of turn here. His head turns a little bit. Actually turns pretty good. Turns here at the waist, but you got to kind of get it to where his nice saggy moves like hang down like there. These moves sag like Null's wings. It's just not good. I love this action figure. Look at that. Ah, God, they killed it. It's crazy that the company that did this is the same company that did this, which mine's just fucked. God, that pisses me off. Man, I was so looking forward to getting this figure. Look at the head sculpt. It's actually really good with the gold eyes. Actually, there's like a real gold paint. Man, that sucks. I don't know if I can like return it to Hasbro or whatever. God, that really burns me. Fuck, that sucks so bad. All right, man. I think we're done here. Let's go, Brandon.